move. So we're in a different location. I took a calculated risk and decided to film in the living room on the floor. I think this will be a quick one tonight. I just want to show you my vinyl collection. So that's why I decided to be on the floor, was to choose access and also like save myself time from like scooping up all my vinyls, carrying them, and then you could drop them. My biggest fear. I haven't done it. I've done it a lot. And I think every vinyl I dropped still plays fine. But it is traumatizing every time it happens. So I figured I'd come out here, we'd talk about some of my favorite vinyls, do a little tap, scratching, look at the different pictures, and like, I don't know, just like chat. So I think let's get started. Thank you for joining us today. Okay. I'm gonna there's a particular one I want to start with, so okay. This is the first vinyl I ever purchased. This is Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow by Nat King Cole. That's all there is to that. Nat King Cole. And so the lore behind this, and this being my first vinyl, was that I purchased it, I think off of like a random, we didn't even have a record player at the time, but I purchased it off of a random Rare Vinyls website. I think it's literally called Rare Vinyls. I don't know if this is that rare, but it is one of my boyfriend's favorite songs ever. He always said he'd like to dance to it at our wedding at some point. So for our, I'd like to say 6th anniversary, which was a while ago at this point, I got him this vinyl, and he in turn got me also a vinyl. He got me Lover by Taylor Swift, 3rd anniversary. What's funny about him getting me this vinyl for Valentine's Day was that we did not own a record player. He thought we did because he thought I just liked to collect vinyls to look at them, because I had 2 guitar music books by Taylor Swift that he thought were vinyls. So he thought he'd get me this vinyl, and he got me this one, and I also got like a record player off of his marketplace, and he was like, we don't have a record player, and I was like, no, but we do now. Which wasn't even that one. I got like one of those like suitcase ones that could not handle playing this big of a vinyl, so. But since I have a lever out, we'll look around. Lover has, I think one of my favorite Taylor Swift photos ever. This is just the 2 minutes there's going to be a plane going over. Love the Burbank Airport, love it. But anyway, this is my favorite photo, I think, of Taylor Swift ever. I'd like to mount this someday, like do like maybe 3 different artists up there, like up on a wall, and this would be one of them. So that's my first Taylor Swift vinyl, and my first like vinyl that was bought for me, and that's the one with like a cute story. The like rest, I think I've just like bought myself. Like I don't think any of them have cute lore. So I'm gonna try to go and like I think I alphabetized them at some point by artist, and then like in order of like, you know, when stuff came out. So I'm gonna go like front to back. So we'll see more Taylor later. Story with it. This is Cowboy Carter, Beyonce's Renaissance Act 2. So this is the like super electric-y blue. I'm not gonna like, I don't want to pull them all out because I just don't want to like risk fingers getting all over stuff. But okay, first of all, the art is crazy, Beyonce. I love it. YouTube might prefer this alcohol over the what's a YouTube appropriate way of saying? I'll say crunch. Crunch. This is the like super, sorry, I'm trying to touch it with just my fingers. Super electric blue vinyl, and I am just obsessed with the color. And I was obsessed with the color the second they announced it, and one of my friends, Lindsay, got it for me for my birthday. And it's kind of funny because another friend had asked me, like, can I get you that vinyl? And I was like, it's such an expensive vinyl, don't get me that vinyl, because I am weird about presents. And then Lindsay got it for me anyway, and I felt so special. So it's one of those times where I was like, maybe I gotta stop being weird about gifts, because then I can get some really cool stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to present these to you. was just like actually like the most like creative and like exciting album I've ever listened to. I think it's like the narrative is so strong, and I love the like intercutting of like the different radio shows basically, because I feel like it like kind of like I talked about like with Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know like what order these are gonna come out, but like I just love the like commitment to concept and like how you feel like you're kind of like in this world. And I think it really just elevates like what an album should be, and just like it's not just a collection of music, it's like a story, like it's like it's a show, it's a book, it's like its own, like it's a piece of literature, it's a piece of art. I love it, and I think like that it's just like challenging like the whole music industry, and I am rooting for you for album of the year. So that was not what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all of the Billies at the same time because they are not sorted in order on my shelf. And also, embarrassingly enough, one of them is still included. We'll start here with this like EP of Billie Eilish's, like really early. And this is, I don't know if this is the first like earliest work vinyl pressing you can get of Billie Eilish, but it includes the really early stuff. So Copycat, I Don't Want to Be You Anymore, which I love, obsessed with that one. My Boy, also obsessed. Watch, Party Favor, Bellyache, Ocean Eyes, No Hostage. And if I recall, I believe this is just like, yes, it is just a regular black vinyl. And this, like, when I first got vinyls, I was like, why do they sound like that? I'm like, still like, the production sounds a little different on vinyl than it does in the real world, but I do feel like this in particular, and just like, this is the first vinyl I played, and I was like, oh, Billie Eilish sounds like so good on vinyl, like it's just like built for vinyl. So I love this, and that's why I got other Billie albums. It's also nice to just have like a cute, quick, fast one. And then the other open one I got as like a self-birthday present this year. I think it was both Billie albums that I bought. I bought like for myself for my birthday. Clearly I should be playing vinyls more since I haven't even cracked into one yet, but I like just happened into Amoeba, or I like went to Amoeba on my birthday, and they just happened to have the like holographic version of this one. So, and this includes Getting Older, I Didn't Change My Number, Billy Bossa Nova, My Future, Oxytocin, Goldwing, Lost Cause, Haley's Comet, Not My Responsibility, Overheated, Everybody Dies, Your Power, NDA, Therefore I Am, Happier Than Ever, and Milk Nancy. And here's the inside. I feel very lucky to have the holographic version. It looks so cool. funny, like, looking at all the vinyls together, because, like, I remember when Billie was blonde for the first time, everyone lost their minds. And then looking back, like, literally, like, she had platinum blonde hair before this, just the first yellow blonde we saw. The sticker that I've yet to peel off, the debut album featuring When the Party's Over, You Should See Me in a Crown, and Bury a Friend. Guess what? I did get caught by a roommate and I am embarrassed and had to explain. But anyway, back to the village. I was reading the sticker correct. Billie Eilish, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? The debut album featuring When the Party's Over, You Should See Me in a Crown, and Bury a Friend. Oh! I was talking about GB. I was talking about how, okay, so when I was in college and this album came out, GB, ASMR God, everybody knows GB, did a video where she like said all the lyrics to this album, but like in like an ASMR way, and I remember her being like, you should see me in a crowd, like she did this like cool thing with her hands. It was a really cool video. I've never watched it since that one time, but I was like, I gotta check out this Billie Eilish person, sounds cool, and it was cool, and I beat this album to death for the next 3 years after that, so thank you, GB. You want to hear me pooping? I was just gonna put it away, but let's hear it. These are all facing the red way. Got it. And then we have the only Chapel Roan vinyl yet. Chapel Roans. I think there's like one song, like single pressings, but I don't really get those, just because I'm like, if I already have the song on vinyl, I don't need it twice. But this is the Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. What I really love about this one is like just like looking and seeing everything I can find, like all the fun little knickknacks that are hidden in there. It reminds me of those like big books from the library growing up. And again, commitment to a concept is just, we love to see it. And what I particularly love about this vinyl is the, like a center art here, this spiral of stars. I had like a sudden wave of anxiety that I'm secretly damaging all my vinyls right now, and everyone's gonna yell at me in the comments, and I'm gonna cry because of my vinyls. So I'm gonna be delicate. One of the setbacks of vinyl is they feel so delicate, yet they are so hard to put away. I'm like, there has to be a solution here. Right, these are the right bits, the right size. Okay. I feel like particularly this one always gives me trouble. Okay. Love Chapel. And then we have Special by Lizzo. This was actually my first concert I ever went to. And this includes the sign, About Damn Time, Girls, To Be Loved, I Love You Bitch, Special, Break Up Twice, Everybody's Gay, Naked. The performance of Naked was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Birthday Girl, If You Love Me, and Coldplay. Oh, and I didn't realize it was executive produced by Lizzo too. That's really cool. I love seeing musicians like get to be part of more than just being a musician. I would say I like Lizzo's debut more than I like Special, but it was my first concert, so glad to have the vinyl. It's also, if you remember, which song was it? Lizzo said a word that we no longer use politely in a polite American society anymore, and had to go back and change it. So like on the recording it's changed, but the vinyls were already pressed, so this is like a piece of like Lizzo getting in trouble lore. So if that's interesting, I'm gonna stop talking about that now. Okay, this one I don't think many people will have, but these are my girls. This is True Stale. And I just saw today it on their Instagram that Lauren watches ASMR every night on tour. So if you're seeing this, Lauren, I have your vinyl and it's one of my favorites. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, I almost bought this poster the other day, so I'm glad I didn't because I didn't realize I had it. Of course I had it. They are like a smaller, like folky, poppy band. I don't know if that's how other people would describe them, but I would describe them in that way. I saw them live in LA with my boyfriend, and we had the best night of our lives. And he was jokingly like, "Do you think we could get them as a wedding band?" And deep down, I have been obsessed with that thought for like a year since he said that. So, if you are seeing this, Lauren, call me and do my wedding. And if you have not heard Truesdale before, obviously if you're like sparked by any of my other music, you'll probably like them, just like on the like we have the similar tastes. But I would recommend giving, what are some of my favorite songs? Placebo is great. Bad Blood is amazing. Point Your Finger, I'm obsessed with it. I almost bought, they have this like bandana that I want so bad, but I wish I could like buy it in person because, you know, shipping, online, budgeting, whatever. And Go There is one of my favorite songs ever. So definitely give Truesdale a listen if you have not. Hit the mic. And then I am going to show you this vinyl because it's probably one of the coolest pressings I have. So they're very like color coordinated. Obviously you can see that they do like the blue, pink and green, blue, pink and green, blue, pink and green, blue, pink and green, which is reminiscent of the Powerpuff Girls, which they said they like told an like anecdote at the concert that they did not do that on purpose. They like saw the colors next to each other and were like, "This is right, we love this, this is great." And then someone later was like, "Oh, like the Powerpuff Girls," and they were like, "Oh, yeah, like the Powerpuff Girls." So I just think that's hilarious. I love their vibe, and because they commit to the concept is what we're realizing I love today. It is, I'm not going to tap on it, but it is a tri-colored vinyl with the 3 colors that they do, and it looks really cool when it spins. I love this vinyl. I think it's so cool. I love the album. I think it's great. They also posted a lot of the live music from LA from the concert I was at, so I'm like, I'm in there. I can hear me screaming. I tell myself that every time I'm at a concert they record at. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm in it. I'm in the song. And I always add it to my playlist. It's like songs that mention places I've lived, even if they don't explicitly say LA, because I was in the title. Because I'll be like, no, I was there. It counts. I'm putting it on my playlist. Also, I gave you all the upbeat songs as examples, but if you're like a slow person, I love Movie Star. My boyfriend and I loved dancing to that song at the concert. It was awesome. For months now, kills emotionally, but it's so good. And then Smart Iowa's like kind of like a country story. I can't decide what I want from these bangs. Smart Iowa is like a kind of country style like storytelling song about like an actress who leaves LA for the quiet life in Iowa, and it's beautiful, and I love a story. So if you love a story, check that one out. That's Truesdale. Sabrina Carpenter. My girls. Emails I can't send. And short and sweet. And short and sweet is fun. Oh my god, let's take a look. First of all, look at that. Like again, if we're talking concept. She really is just like the modern pinup girl, and her hair looks so good from the back, but it looked even better at the concert. And this one, I was torn between like which one to get, but I chose to get this one because I have the signed insert. Which, when they said signed, I thought it would be the outside of the vinyl was signed. So when I got it, I was like, where's my signature? And I didn't realize it was literally right there. But if I ever do like frame any vinyl art, I will be framing this one because it has a signature on it. And that means like Sabrina Carpenter touched this. And I'm touching it. And I'm using it in a video and she used it as part of her job. So like basically we're co-workers, I think. Look at these ads in the back. It's just like everything is so on brand, and like I haven't even like gotten to, wow, these are hilarious. She's so funny and so cool. Here is this photo, which people were like I remember seeing people be like, me seeing the Sabrina Carpenter insert, what is that? I can't hang that on my wall. And it's just because she's like a little cheeked up in it. And I was like, you guys haven't seen, like, of course she's gonna be a little cheeked up. I don't, like, it's Sabrina Carpenter, she's the modern day pinup girl. She's gonna give us a pinup girl photo. And it's not even that scanty. Everybody has a butt. So, I don't know, everyone's freaked out about that. But, short and sweet, loving as I can't send. My favorite on short and sweet is definitely Juno. At first it was Bedchem because that, like, bridge kills me every time. Love Coincidence. Obviously the like leads of Espresso and Taste, or Espresso and Please 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 are amazing. Slim Pickings, Lighted Glows. People don't talk about that one enough. It's really good. So these are my Sabrina Carpenters. And then we have Olivia Rodrigo. And I get the special Target ones. I like the special Target ones from Olivia Rodrigo so far. And then because I've gotten them twice, it's like, now I have to. This one, the sour one, I got like, I think it was the first summer I lived in LA, so it must have been 2021. No. Actually, I think it was winter of 2022, so it was like well after sour had come out. And like I kept ordering because I got like a gift card from my boss for Christmas, and it was like for $25, so I kept ordering this vinyl and being like, yes, I am getting this specialty vinyl from Olivia Rodrigo. And then they kept being like, actually we don't have it. And then I ordered again, and they were like, actually we don't have it. I ended up having to go to UCLA to get it. It was wild. But I have her. She is mine. the vibe that they did for this one. The like insert. Yes, this is like a deep electric blue, purpley color, which is fun. You see what that is? You see what I told you about? And I think Olivia Rodrigo is one of those artists who I'm going to really try to get like every vinyl I can of theirs or of hers. I'm they, them, and left and right today. I'm like actually having to fight myself to put genders in. And I think like Sabrina Carpenter, everything from Emails I Can't Send On, I'd like to have. And then I am not the hugest fan of Billie Eilish's new album, but I think I will probably get it because I'd like to have all of her work. I don't know. Still deciding on that. I deep down I'm a collector, but I'm a collector who can't pay attention to anything for too long. So I bought a bunch of nail polish that I don't use as much anymore, and now I'm really into vinyls, and I'm trying to be more aware of like buying things that I actually am going to use. Case in point, didn't unwrap one of the Billie Eilish's, even though I got it in April. So and then the Guts track list is All American Bitch, Bad Idea Right, Vampire, Lacey, Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl, Making the Bed, Logical, Get Him Back, Love is Embarrassing, The Grudge, Pretty Isn't Pretty, and Teenage Dream. And I remember thinking when Vampire came out, like I was driving to work, belting at the top of my lungs, even though, like, what do I have to belt about? And I was literally just thinking, like, there is a world that is pre-vampire and post-vampire, and my children will never know what it was like to live in the pre-vampire world, but I do, and that's crazy. Which is maybe a crazy thought to have, but that is Olivia. Believe we go from Olivia to the half of my vinyl shelf that is Taylor Swift. Oh, there's one. Oh my gosh, it's like heavy to hold. This is all of my Taylor Swift vinyls. So I've kept them chronologically in order. Wow, these are heavy. I don't feel good like putting them onto each other as a stack because of like the weight. So I have all of them from like that Taylor's versions, which is kind of like I don't want to take credit for being like, I guess, woke about it, like by not having any of the ones she doesn't own. It's more of I got into vinyls by the time she was already doing the Taylor versions. Otherwise I definitely would have, but like also like we didn't, like I have a bunch of Taylor Swift CDs, so like, which is probably better than, oh, these are out of order. No, they're not. They're in order. Okay, I've like spread them out around the floor to kind of equalize the weight distribution. But so we'll probably like not spend too long on every one of these. But this is Fearless, Taylor's version. And like, oh, I forgot. Just like, oh my gosh. Look at this beefy boy with all of these like old photos. It's so cute, like looking back at her. And like I remember listening to this Taylor version like on my dorm room first semester back at college after COVID, like in my brain in a weird spot. And like crying to You Belong With Me because it just like brought back all these memories of like singing that song and learning it on guitar and being a little kid. And it's like all the songs on here, You Belong With Me is what got me. But it's just like, it's just like, I don't know, like that like connection to being young that like I felt like out of touch with at that time. And it just like reminded me of people who like are in my life. And yeah. And in terms of Taylor's version versus original, I think I like the original cover art a little bit better, but like, this is dramatic and fun. And I cannot wait to get my grubby little paws on the debut one. And this is Speak Now, which I got it from Amazon, and they sent me like a defective one that was double stickered, and I thought they were gonna let me keep it and I would get to make like a little bowl, but they didn't, and I was kind of bummed. This is like so Twilight in my mind. Like this is the like Flower Field from Twilight. And for this one I'll show you because of the bowl story. Oh, Foolish one of like these vault tracks I feel like are some of the like most like authentic vault tracks, and Speak Now was like the one I like grew up like obsessed with. So I was really glad to like have these vault tracks and have them feel really authentic to Speak Now, because like Foolish one goes crazy. When Emma Falls in Love, I'm obsessed with. Timeless, I sob every time I listen to that song. Like I try to sing along and I'm like like alone in my car, bubbling like a little idiot. So, but this is a really cool pressing. It's this like beautiful purpley like marble. So love that. And that's why I wanted to make it a bowl, and I was sad in. We have red, which is a junkster. Like, look at that. I think these discs are smaller, but there's like 1, 2, 3. Might be damned. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, so I'm gonna speed through this because I don't know if it's gonna sound good. And we've been chatting about this for a while, so I'm gonna just show you red. this was one where they had like many different versions of this. So this is the yellow vinyl. And I spent hours. Oh, look at these. It is art. Look at that art. But I spent hours deliberating what color I should get and which pose I liked the most, and I stand by it. But I realized I'll do midnights right now too. I got like a very similar pose for midnights too. I was like, I like it when she lays down, I guess. What color is this one? I should know that because I also spent hours deliberating. Oh, this is like the green one. And there you can tell. And a text from the neighbor. I'm gonna bring up midnights again when it's in chronological order because I need it. I need to do that. Anyway, Reputation next. I do not have Reputation. I did almost buy like the old version of Reputation, but I was like, I know I'm gonna buy the new version and I don't. Again, trying to buy consciously. Like I was like, I don't need two versions of the same album, which we'll get into with the Tortured Bones department. So Red, and then we get into Folklore. No. Oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. Lover. My love, my love, my lovely lover. Which we spoke about unchronologically. And back to the shelf she goes. And then we get into COVID and the sisters, Folklore and Evermore. I think the lyrics are my favorite things from songs ever. I do have so many gifts on this one. I do think like I grew up loving Taylor Swift and then like wasn't as obsessed and kind of missed the release of Lover and Reputation. And like I was like I'd listen like I guess like I'd already listened to old stuff at that time, but I just like I wasn't very tapped into music at all. I had only really been listening to Taylor Swift consistently because my aunt would give me a CD every time one came out for Christmas. So like when this album came out and when Betty came out and I heard Betty for the first time, like that just like sparked my like not only obsession with Taylor Swift, but just like with music in general, and like it got me playing guitar again, and it just got me like bringing music back into my life. So this album's like really important to me. And like the bangers on this one, the Cardigan, The Last Great American Dynasty, Exile, My Dears, Ricochet, Mirrorball, Seven, August, This Is Me Trying, Illicit Affairs, Invisible String, Mad Woman, Epiphany, Betty, Peace, Hoax, The Lake, hit after hit after hit, club, another club, bust, another club, like it's crazy. You get the sister album, which I believe is a green vinyl. We're not going to pull it out because I don't want to. I'm sorry. Yell at me. like we all wish we would do. And then the shock of the nation, Midnights, another bang. It's all bangs. I also have the Midnights puzzle, which I love very much. And this corner is very hard to do in the puzzle because of how much, like, this blends into itself. Like, got tickets and, like, pre-sale, I joked with my friends it's because I bought the puzzle and a mug from the Midnights drop, and that's why I was able to get us a pre-sale. Always buy the puzzle. Yeah, I got caught by a roommate and I'm really embarrassed and regretting that I did this here. I should have done it in my room. I want to give you some more scratches while I wait for him to come back with his dinner. The Tortured Poets Department. Not the anthology. Old habits die screaming. I do have some lore with how I got this one. Also, like, this vinyl goes crazy. Like, it's like a whole book. And so the lore with this specific copy is that I had bought it from Target. Like whatever the Target one was. I can't remember which song they had. It wasn't The Prophecy, I don't think. Okay, so I bought the Target one and it was the manuscript, and then obviously double album drops. It's like, whoa! So you get to hear all of the songs. And I listened to all the songs and I realized that I prefer the Black Dog over the manuscript. I think the Black Dog is like just an epic song. So I went online and I was able to find like a New York record store that was selling the Black Dog version of the Tortured Poets Department. So I ordered that and returned my version to Target, and then Target accidentally shipped me two, even though I only paid for one. So I ended up with the manuscript version and the Black Dog version. I was able to give the manuscript version to my friend Gina, and that was awesome. I felt like a capitalism win to get a free vinyl. And she was like, no, like I can't take that, like you take it. And I was like, no, I don't need two versions of this vinyl, you take it. So I did give it to her. She did take it eventually. And then now she's released the whole anthology, and I'm like, I want it, but I already got this one and I don't like repeating, and I'm about to go on a big trip that's costing a lot of money in 2025. The next year that's about to happen is so expensive, so exciting, but so expensive for me. So I'm like, do I really need to spend like $60+ on a vinyl I have half of already? And I probably will, and I hope I get a gift card or something that makes it make sense, but that's where I'm at. That's what's up with me. That is my vinyl collection. My vinyl collection that